Hey, welcome back to Dodd Farms Pounding Sand Productions, where every day is a soiree, shall we say. Oh my god, that was horrible. Anyway, here is that elephant plant, elephant bush. Um, it is fully watered for anybody that is curious as to whether or not it has been watered. I have, coming out here though, I moved it from up front to out back so that I can play with it a little bit more. But look at all these. These are branches that I can actually root, and I probably will be rooting them in. Except that planter that we talked about the other day. There she is, the back of her. She has given me the cold shoulder because the backstory I had for this planter seems to be clearly a snippet of half truths that I held in my image or held in my memory about Greek mythology. So I was thinking that it was Greek goddess Athena that birthed Hercules out of her brain, out of her cranium. And that's not the way it was. Zeus birthed somebody out of his cranium, and that just doesn't fit in with my backstory. So now I have to come up with a different one. Since a friend of mine truth bombed me this morning with that. I mean, because God only knows, the truth has never really gotten in my way in the past, but you know, when you're called out so blatantly in the early hours of the morning, I have to come up with a different. So I'm thinking that she's Medusa, because Medusa was beautiful. It's just if you looked at her hair, you turn to stone, or if you looked in her face, you turn to stone. So this monster needs huge pruning. And I'm looking at it, I don't know where to start. You know, I've got so many. These plants, because of how the environment that they grow in, let's go down that road, is so harsh that they take to rooting very well. And as a matter of fact, that's why I'm saying I could root these guys here, put them in dirt, and within, a few weeks, just taking care of them, they'll be growing. Because that's because of their environment, it being so harsh. That's how they have to do things to perpetuate themselves. But I just want to get this guy to a situation where I can see exactly what the heck we got going on. Because I've got so much stuff in here, so much stuff that already. I mean, that's just what I'm pulling out of just playing around with the branches here. And that's after moving it from out front. I mean, and look at these guys. You give them a little bit of water, and this has had water. How much water has this had? This has had 32 ounces of water that I had added to it yesterday. And prior to that, it had 32 ounces prior to that, about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. So, anyway, this is Medusa. And we're going to move forward with her and get her cleaned up, get her into a better pot, a bigger pot. And maybe I might even take this all the way back to the main the main root stems, and train this into, because you can do this as if you would a bonsai, train this into a bush rather than a drooping, hanging kind of thing. I mean, that's what I want for my planter out back, but I don't think up front is what I want that. So I'm sorry for putting my flabby arm in front of the camera the way that I did. I'm still playing with the branches and that. So anyway, any ideas, any suggestions, comments, of course, give them to me. I answer everything.